Brody, we're gonna go over your WPT that you had. I know we mentioned earlier in the week that we were gonna take a look at this, but we're gonna go
Yeah,
through
cool,
it,
cool.
and so you guys can kind of hear Hannah, so you can hear a live example. Brody, so you can listen back to a live example, and
Yeah.
then basically we need to be prepared. Do you guys know what kind of like the main objections that you're gonna hear are? Have you guys kind of bucketed them? Have you thought about them?
Like a little bit, yeah. Like in all senses of the call, I'm like, okay, this is like a potential response or some of the responses I've got to like, this part of the call. And I kind of like am looking back and how to deal with it. But in terms of like this part in general, like I know like if they're like, oh, do you have financing for that? Like, it's kind of those routes where it's like um that I've put more thought into because I know that is a it's a common response even from people that have the money to purchase, but they're not like ready to put their money down right there, or they're hesitating to put their money down. That's like a route for them to like avoid like actually focusing on the how we're taking care of the investment. They don't want to answer
Hello.
that
Yep.
question.
Hey,
Cool. Okay, so no matter what the objection is, no matter what they say after we drop the price, we're going WPT.
Yeah.
Unless it's like positive 100%, like I'm ready to buy, we're doing WPT. I want to say it was minute 70. Let's see if we can pinpoint it.
So warn you.
just to
Okay,
make
so
sure.
I didn't hit the timeline because once I got to possible, I kind of like that's where he was like, it is possible, like, okay, blah blah blah. But I'll warn you, my since I was like a little bit like not nervous, but this is uncharted territory. It's the first time I ever had to run this framework, so just be patient with me with
Yeah.
my
I
pronouns or
listened to it
not
already.
my
I'm
words.
actually
Oh, okay,
impressed. I'm impressed
okay,
with the first time that you run it, which is why like I wanna, why is my hand up? Um, which is why I think it's good to listen to. And so like Brody,
fair,
just as with anything, like we're here to support you. Like, this is all done with love, care, and kindness. And I think more importantly, it's good for others to hear and listen to and kind of learn through it as well. So
fair,
I think you hit it right at the 70th minute. So let's go.
Sure.
cool.
Okay,
We're,
yeah.
we're, we're
Yeah,
working
I
with
was
your
about to
timeline.
say, yeah, I'm gonna be off, like, I've got some time off there, so if you can have it delivered any time between these 7 days on week 2
Yes.
of July and these 7 days on week 4 of July, that kind of thing would work. Okay, yeah,
Yes, that's perfect. Yeah. Beautiful.
okay, cool.
All right, cool. So I'm just kind of doing a bit of math here and just gonna double check what our total is. So are we leaning away from the extra window there now with our updated
Well,
knowledge
now
on the
that
windows?
yeah, it's got 6 windows, two on the side, two or one on either side. It's
Yeah.
probably good. Yeah, I don't think we need
Okay.
a window on the back. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, and we will be able to get the cross breeze. I guess we do have windows that are um, like parallel to each other, right? So
Yeah.
that should help with that case. Okay, cool. So I will not include that in the total here. Okay, in that case, we're literally just looking at the cost of the bunkie with our wonderful Canadian Ontario tax, HST.
Yeah.
So altogether, it should look something like 15,000.
Notice how slow you're going here, Brody. Like you're going
Yeah,
slow because you're probably loading up the invoice and whatnot, but that's fine.
yeah,
Like this
yeah,
part of the call, we want to slow down, slow down. So this is good.
100%.
$250. How would we like to take care of that investment?
So how is what do you do in terms of like, is it all up front or is there a deposit or what's the how's the process there?
Okay. Here
Oh,
it's
just spit
easy.
it out.
Here it's easy to be like, I just want to close this deal. Yeah, it's a 65% deposit.
65.
Like
I
if you can do
know.
that. But
Ah,
but if we have the discipline, if we have the
yes.
discipline to follow the framework, this is what happens.
Well, that depends. So like I don't know. Like, do you think it would be like essentially worth it to get the whole like to pay in full essentially and to like get that extra space? Like, is that, do you kind of like see the value in the 15,000 for the bunkie? I just want to verify that.
Okay. we hit it. We hit it. We got what we
We
wanted
did,
to
we
get out of
did.
it.
It took like 80 extra words in the sentence, but I hit it. Yeah, we got there.
But
Yeah, you can imagine them.
when you stutter a little bit, it feels natural. So you're stuttering because you're trying to think of like what the talk track is, right?
Yeah,
You're like, oh, what am I
100%.
supposed to say, right? But he doesn't know that. He's
Yeah, fair.
like, he feels like you're kind of like just having, I don't know, like a normal conversation,
Yeah, you're taking
So
it back a bit, but I'm also just, yeah, like a human being. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what
Um,
feels human, that's for sure.
yeah. So I think a little bit tighter on like once you've done this, said this a few times, it'll come out a little bit more natural,
It
right?
will.
In terms of like
Yeah,
the words that you're saying. But we hit the point. We hit the point. It's like we want to understand before we talk about money, payment plans, deposits, anything. We want to understand, do you see the value? Would it be worth it to make this investment to achieve your vision? Yes or no,
yeah,
right? Like that's all we're
yeah,
looking for.
100%.
Yeah, 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 I definitely do. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. And like, is it possible essentially to like cover that right now, or is that sort of stretching things at the moment?
Are we talking about like you want my credit card right now? We're going to buy this thing, or because I'm going to talk about it with my wife, and we're going to look at sort of.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
No, of course, of course.
Objection number one. What is it?
Yeah, talk about it with the
Wife.
wife,
Well,
of course.
actually it's maybe number two, right? Because he kind of hesitated on the payment deposit, but the
Yeah,
main thing right here is wife. So partner,
yeah,
spouse. Cool. So mental note, partner, spouse.
That's got to be
yeah.
perfect, right?
Yeah, no, I gotcha. Hey, no, just in general, like.
But yeah, no, like
Is-
like I mean, we can pay for it up front. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
I just didn't know if you're like a deposit, and then on delivery you get the remainder, or like how you guys operate. It sounds.
Okay. So here's what we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish at this point in the call.
Yeah.
Do they see the value? Yes. Do they have the money? Yes. Can they pay up front, or do we need to work out some payment structure for them? What did we learn here, guys?
Well, that it works. It definitely works. Even though he's asking about a deposit, I just literally with the two first parts of all I hit was the W and the P, and um, he already was like, yeah, no, I'll pay in full. Like that's yeah,
So
it really works.
our biggest obstacle, our biggest objection, which is money and finance, is out of the way. This guy has the
Yeah,
money. Like I
yeah,
heard it in his voice. He has the money's not the obstacle here. It's not the
yeah,
objection.